Event 4, the log for reps off the blocks. This is the final event of day 1, and what an event it is. This is the heaviest repetition log we've ever had in Ultimate Strongmen. 150 kilos must be lifted off the chest, pressed above the heads to the lockout position, and down off the blocks. Press down off the blocks with a thud. Who's going to thud the most? We'll soon see.
I was expecting a demonstration there from Glenn Ross. I thought he might just push it up in the air once, but nevertheless, not to be. Bren Powers then in 8th place, desperately needs to score here, up against Tom Shaw, who's in 5th place with 11.5 points, but Bren Powers has only got 4.5, so really he desperately needs to score here to stay in the competition. Remember, with 2 being eliminated after this well, look at Shaw hopping around there. I mean, he'd injured that ankle before, didn't he? And he really does need a solid base. He says that, I don't think he's going to manage this. He's not going to manage this. So Shaw doesn't get a lift at all, so he won't move his score on from 11.5. But Bren Powers desperately trying to get this. But 150 kilograms is a tough ask. And I think I can safely say now that Bren Powers is out of the competition. Tom Shaw looks to be suffering greatly. Now then, Mark Lawson and Kelvin Gardner. 4th place at the moment with 14 points for Mark Lawson against Kelvin Gardner. And Gardner, he's in 3rd place with 15 points now. A 6'2", 22 stoner, really does need to get a move on here. In 3rd place is a real contender for the championship. No one has got this up in the air yet, a full extension press, and it's not easy. This is a better attempt though, I must say. Looking for the jerk effect, and not to be yet. Almost halfway. No one yet has achieved this. Ma, we know, has retired. Frank Connolly, of course, also didn't score here, and we're not sure which of those two won't go through actually to day 2. Bring you up to date with that later on. But this is an attempt by Lawson and Gardner to get this 150 kilogram press in the air, and it's not working. 90 seconds the limit, but each time the attempt goes on, the energy is sapped, of course, and neither man gets it up, so still no one scoring on this. So Lawson remains on 14 points, Gardner remains on 15. And now, Nicky Whelan here, the Warrior, 2nd place with 17 points against the big man, Eddie Hall.
Hi, my name's Eddie Hall. I'm from Stoke-on-Trent, England. I'm currently UK Strongest Man 2011, won it last year, and I won this year. Not yet, just kidding. Well, yeah, of course, the pressure's different because all the eyes are on you, everyone expects you to win it again. Pulled my hamstring a few weeks back doing a competition for Glen in Ireland, and I actually tore a bit of my patella at the Europes. I excel at all static events, so anything sort of like where you fix, you can squat or shoulder press, I'm pretty good at. So, you know, the log press I'll be pretty good at. Push-pull medleys, deadlifts, good deadlifter, good overhead, so pretty good all-rounder really.
Come on!
Well, I think the evidence is already clear. 24 points, 3 wins thus far, coming into the final event, as you've heard, of this first day of competition in the 2012 UK Strongest Man. And no one yet has got this 150 kilogram weight high in the air on a full press. Nicky Whelan in 2nd place, as I said, with 17 points. Oh, there's the first press from Eddie Hall. He says, do I need to do more to Glenn Ross? And Glenn Ross says, yes, we want to see more. 2, that's lovely. Absolutely superb. Come on, they said, come on. And Nicky Whelan has given up. He's watching, in fact. He's now a spectator. And that's 3 full lifts, and I think that will do. Surely that will do. Yeah, it'll do. 8 points, indeed. and that takes his personal tally to 32. Day 1, 4 events, 4 wins. You can't ask more than that from the defending champion. Well, there, 3 reps, and the rest absolutely nothing. So that means that there's a full 8 points for Ed Hall.
Ed, you're the first person to lift it. Not only that, but you got 3 huge reps. You are smashing it, my friend. Tell us how that feels.
It feels good. Obviously, it means I can relax tomorrow, like the plan was. That log was, I must say, very hard. I can understand why the other guys are struggling. It's such a wide angle. You know, when it's so wide, you lose a lot of power. It's just lucky I've got a lot of power, so I can understand that.
How much does that log weigh?
They reckon it's 150. It feels a lot more, but that might be because it's such a wide angle.
Let's update you on the overall situation then. Ed Hall, big lead, 32. Nicky Whelan, 17. Kelvin Gardner, 15. And Frank Connolly down with 11 points there. Well, the relegation situation has to be resolved with the injury to Marr. Let's hear what Frank Connolly has to say.
Frank, firstly, you've got to be the most suntanned Scotsman I've ever seen. What's your secret?
Sunbeds.
There you go. So listen, it's been an arduous day. There's been some really tough events, and there's a very small possibility that you might be out now. How do you feel?
Well, if I go out, then the better guys beat me, but they're both tied on the same points. The only thing is Keith's ruptured his calf, so I don't think he'll be competing tomorrow. If he is, it'll be hard to see what he could do, but we'll wait and see.
Well, that's it, the end of Day 1, Group 1, and as the sun draws down on Odyssey Queen's Quay here in Belfast, I think you can agree with me that it's been a fantastic day of competition for UK's strongest man.
It's been an incredible day. It's been gruesome, it's been brutal, but one man has stepped forward and established himself. I'm of course talking about the Spartan Eddie Hall, who has once again re-established why he is the man to beat in this competition.
The dude's a monster, isn't he?
Absolute beast. Join us next time when we see the competitors from Group B and we see if anyone has what it takes to step up to the champ.